Welcome to another tutorial. So in this tutorial we will be learning how to exploit port 22 that is running SSH service. So again we have two running machines, one is Kali and other is Metasploitable. So on Metasploitable we have this particular IP, and since this time we are concerned about port number 22, so we will just give -sv for service version and port number 22 to be enumerated on 192.168. Yeah, so this is the IP of Metasploitable. Hit enter and we have this particular version of SSH running. Firstly, to tell you how do we SSH, general approach is SSH. We provide the username. Let's say the username is root, and then we use @ and the IP we want to SSH on. Generally when we solve CTF machines or probably some exam, what do? We SSH like this, but that time we already have a username and a password from somewhere else, from some other exploit, from some other service we exploited. We get the username and password. So what we type SSH username at IP and hit enter, then type yes over here, and it will ask for a password over here. So when we have a password we enter and hit enter, so we directly get into the system using SSH. But now the permission was denied because we don't have access over here, we don't know the password. So I'll type Control C. For the time being we know that MSF admin and MSF admin are the credentials to Metasploitable. So let us try to give you a feel that how will it work. So this is the username and this is the IP. Let's hit enter. Now we have to provide a password. I will give as MSF admin, and this is how it will look like. Now I am into the machine MSF admin and this is the machine's name. Now if I do ls present working directory host name, you can run all sorts of command now. So basically we are now into the machine. Okay, so I exited from here. Now let us see how we can exploit it through Metasploit. Again we will type msf console, hit enter. So now you can simply type search SSH. So there are a lot of searches, but we are currently looking for login method. So let's search for SSH_login. So there are two exploits over here. Like what can be the username, and if username has been guessed correctly, then it will try to log in using those credentials. So let's clear the screen and copy this first auxiliary module. Control L, we'll type use, hit enter. Now type show options. So there are few options that we have to set. Let's set that. Set rhost, and rhost is basically the victim's IP. And now what we have to do, we will provide two files. One is pass file and the other one is user file. So what we can do here is that we can provide a pass file and a user file. So let us create those files. If I see my present working directory, from Metasploit also you can run commands on terminal. So I am currently inside Kryptonite. We will create a file, name it as users.txt. Okay, and we will try to edit these users.txt. Just enter some normal usernames, and I will give MSF admin as one of those and save it. So basically it has to be a very long list of users. We will not give, we can find it online. So generally what happens during CTFs, they provide a user list, a password list, and then we have to sort of brute force that. Or the other method is from Google, you can download user list, a password list that has a lot of common usernames and passwords, and then we can supply it over here. And here we can enter all sorts of password. I will just enter random things and provide MSF admin also as one, because we know that MSF admin will work for sure. That is why I am providing it over here, so that you know that how a brute force attack will be carried out. Okay, so now we'll do show options again, and we will do set pass file and give the password.txt. Now we have to set user file as well. So we will give users.txt and hit enter. Now what we will do, there is one more thing which is set as false, stop on success. That means if a correct credential has been identified, it will not stop currently. So we will change the value set stop on success as true and hit enter. Now the last thing, we have to run exploit and hit enter. So it will basically brute force on this particular IP that we provided on port 22. And if a particular set of credential works like MSF admin, it will try all the possible combination. So if it identifies the correct login credentials, then it will display you that. Okay, interesting. Now it says success, MSF admin and MSF admin both worked, and also it says that session 1 is opened. That means this is our IP, and on this particular port a connection has been opened, and we have successfully attacked this particular IP and port number. So what we will do now is we will type this particular command sessions hyphen I1 and hit enter. So now it will attach itself to the first session that has been opened. It said session 1 is open, so we typed 1 here. If it says session 2 is open, we would have typed 2 here. Now if we type ls, we are getting all the commands. So if we type shell and hit enter, what we see is that we get a proper shell. Who am I? MSF admin. If I try bash here, now I get a bash shell. Earlier it was a normal shell. Now we have a bash shell. So this is how you exploit into SSH. The main approach here was brute forcing. So Metasploit we used because it is one of the very powerful tools, like I already told you. Hope you learned something new. Thank you for watching this tutorial.